We have to open that suitcase, open that trunk that's at the foot of our bed, and we have to really take out the fantasies. What someone has said, this is what life is like for you. This is what life is going to be like for you. This is what we were trained from childhood, from our great grandparents, our great 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 grandfathers, our ancestors was this. You're going to be this. Take that out. When we go into the case, we got to realize that we have to constantly ask ourselves these questions. Whether you go into this truck, is this for me? Is this what God intended for me? You wait for the answer, and you honestly, really, sincerely want the answer. Throw it out. Because it's probably not for you. It's probably not something that God had designed for you. It was designed by someone else. And then you agreed to it. Yes. Yes. Because when you're a young child, you're a blank slate. You're absorbing of what parents teach you. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with that. That's the way they were taught. But at a certain age in your life, and it could be in the 20s, if you're cultivated, you will say to yourself, even if you're not cultivated, you'll say, something's not right. You'll get confused. Something's still not right. That doesn't seem right. That's when the self journey comes in. That's when the self-care starts to come in. That's when, if you can't do it yourself, you have to reach out to somebody who is a supportive service, has no interest in it at all, will not get anything from it, and the only person that would be a counselor of some sort. Pay for that. Take care of yourself. I get so tired of people walking around and telling me, I can't afford to go to a counselor. If you can afford to get your nails done, if you can afford to get $200 sneakers, you can afford to have self-care. Simple and as easy as that. Don't tell me that. It's your priority. Prioritize who's important. Prioritize. If you don't take care of yourself, think about this, and I always say this to everybody. If you don't take care of yourself and you take care of everybody else, who's going to be there to take care of them? They can't answer that, because you know what? That other person will find someone. They will dupe someone like they duped you. I get very tired of hearing my clients tell me, Edna, I'm so bogged down. Like, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. I'm doing that. You're doing too much. That's my statement. You're doing too much. Why are you doing it? Well, nobody else will know. You're getting some self-satisfaction out of it. So stop it. If they have family, or if there's another route, if there's a resource, stop it. You're getting something out of it for yourself. You're feeding the empty hole when you are reaching outside to feed the empty hole, when the empty hole can be serviced by you. Self-care. Simple as that. Getting back to asking yourself why. We're unpacking. Is this for what God wants for me? As you unpack, is this what God wants for me? Is it what He wants for my journey? Forget my parents. Forget my pastor. Forget sister so-and-so. Forget my best friend. Forget all of them. My kids. My husband. Because he's got his own journey. Or my boyfriend. He's got his own journey. Forget all of them. What does Edna want? And what is for Edna to walk? And so as I unpack the trunk, you begin to keep unpacking the trunk. Guess what happens? There's nothing left. Because you've asked yourself the serious question and you got the right answer. You've asked yourself. There's nothing in the trunk. Now where do I begin? Well, you begin by, now that everything's empty, what do I want? What do I like to do? Where do I like to go? And you know what? You're not going to find out by sitting here writing it down and thinking, because you've never experienced it. So the only way to do that is set them up and knock them down. Okay, I have a creative side, I have a serious side, I have an emotional side. And then I have a theoretical side. Okay. My creative side. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I like to do. Well, get out and go do something instead of going just to church, just to your cousin's house, just to your mother's house. Get out and do something besides what you normally do. Get out of your comfort zone. Cut it out. And stop whining. I hate it. You don't know what you want to do, but you keep whining. You keep crying. You keep asking. Don't ask me anymore if you're not going to do anything. Set them up and knock them down. Well, I think I'll go over here on this one-day cruise. I think I'll go check this one-day cruise out and see how it works out. It says you meet people. It says there's singles on there. Let me go and check that out. You go. You may not be a drinker. I'm not telling you that. You may not be a drinker. Okay, don't drink. But there are people on the boat. Go to see people. Okay, that was really great. I think I like to cruise. Let me try a 3-day cruise and see. 3-day cruise? Oh, I like this. I think I like to travel. On that cruise, let me just try going over here, and I see a painting class. Let me just try it. You start painting and drawing. Pretty soon you're like, I didn't know I was this creative. Because you never tried. So going back to the trunk, you have to step outside your comfort zone, and you have to go to places. You get to be involved in things. You have to enjoy things. You got to get your butt outside of the box. Yes, there's things that you have said devoutly for yourself and for your health that you're not going to do. Great. Me too. Great. But in my journey of learning about myself, I've learned to enjoy things. I've learned to be involved in things. I've learned that thinking or limiting myself didn't get me anywhere but stuck inside. Even if I have to go alone. I don't need a crowd, honey, to go with me nowhere. But sooner enough, I will join the crowd and have myself a great time. I enjoy dancing. I'm a freestyler till I die. Okay? I enjoy dancing. I enjoy meeting people. I love to write, of course, as you know. But I learned to expand myself on each thing. I love traveling. I love it. And let's just be clear. When you travel in this road of self-discovery, everything is not going to, you're not going to know why or how it comes. That's it. You're not going to know how it comes, but you will discover that it will come. And that's the thing you don't need to worry about. For me, the places I wanted to go, and I know some of you have already heard me say this, the places I want to go, the things I wanted to do, I didn't concern myself on how I was going to get it. I didn't concern myself on if I had enough money or figure it out. I just picked the date and it was there. I put in the work to focus towards it, make sure that my intent was right. And I just focused in. Now, I know you're saying there's a lot that I gave you today to focus on, to absorb. And you may not even agree with some of it. And that's okay, girl. Bye. That's okay. It's all right. You don't agree with me. But that's one thing is for sure, is when you listen to someone, it's their journey that they're telling you about. It's their experience that they're telling you about. You may not even be in that place, but listen attentively, because one day you just might. And you may have to recall what Edna said back in the day. All I'm teaching and all I'm exposing you to is an open mind that I'd never had, that I wasn't given the opportunity to cultivate. Many of us, especially women, don't have an open mind. And when I mean open, I don't mean like scandalous or hedonistic. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying open mind to, if I say to you, I don't agree with that, and then you get defensive and get mad and don't talk to me. What is that? We can agree to disagree and still be friends. Let's get that right. So if you take that stance with anybody that's supposed to be your friend or even associate that you're pretty friendly with, eating, when you breaking bread and having lunch with them, and they say something that you don't like and you get defensive, you don't want to eat lunch with them next week, that's a problem. That's not their problem. Guess whose problem it is? The sister that got mad. See, getting mad is all it is your defense to what they're saying because it doesn't agree with the junk that's sitting back there. That stupid self-talk. It doesn't agree with that. It doesn't agree with what your mother said. It doesn't agree with what your pastor said that you agreed to. And then you have trouble with it. That's why you put the fence up. You have trouble with it because your spirit knows it, but your self-talk automatically puts the fence up. Nope, she's not getting to that. She's not getting to that part of the information because it will give her an open mind. Because it will make her a better person. Because it will make him a better man. So I tell you today, try to absorb some of the things that I've said. I know I said a lot. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, Second Chance Incorporated. We're a supportive and loving counseling service. Yes, my specialty is sexual abuse and trauma. And I love the children to teach them prevention of any type of abuse and bullying. But I am also a personal development coach. I challenge your mindset. That's what I do. I challenge your mindset. You can reach out to me on Facebook.com at Facebook.com Living From the Inside Out. You can go to my website, livingfromtheinsideout.tk. You can find me on Twitter. Oh yeah, Miss Edna. That's it, at Miss Edna. But I am around. I am available. I actually will be at the Longwood Public Library speaking about how to be an author. And my service is going to be, or my presentation is going to be blueprints. Get a blueprint on how to move forward in publishing. So that's going to be my presentation. And then on the 19th, I will be up in Alverne, New York. Look on my page for that information. And I will be on what they call, quote unquote, slut, S-L-U-T walk. The reason I don't really like the wording, but there's a reasoning behind what they're saying. Where I'm going to be speaking is an area where a number of youth have been exploited sexually, raped, fondled, and just abused on this particular walk at a college. So it's going to be put together by RAIN and another nonprofit organization. I'll be one of the speakers. So if you can, I probably will go live. And if you could follow me, then that'll be terrific. But again, this is Edna J. White, and it has been such a pleasure today with you. And I hope you've learned something today, and I hope you have an open mind. Remember, you only get wonderful one day at a time. Bye.